Bro, just listen to me for a second. A little bit of discomfort is the price you have to pay to get your life back. Listen, bro, this video might make you uncomfortable, but trust me, you need to hear this. If you are really serious about quitting your porn addiction, you have to hear this because I am not going to sugarcoat anything. I am going to tell you what I wish somebody has told me years ago. That could have saved me so much time. Bro, trust me. Let me guess, bro. You have tried to quit before. You have told yourself, I just need more willpower. I just need more discipline. But every time a little bit of urge has hit you, you have caved to the addiction. You have given up. And you have given up a lot of times. And after relapsing, you felt like a trash, guilty, weak, and hopeless. But bro, here is the brutal truth. It's not your fault. Bro, you have been taught to fight this addiction like a bad habit. But this addiction is not a bad habit. It's a trap of neurochemical loop that you have found yourself in. And it is a strong addiction that goes deep in your neurochemical process. What porn actually does is it hijacks your brain's reward system. Reward system is feeling the pleasure or reward for doing something. And since your brain cannot comprehend between fake pleasure and real pleasure, it gets addicted to the fake one. And that's how porn makes it so that you crave this fake pleasure on demand. What this causes is that over time, if you keep indulging again and again in porn, it makes you unmotivated. It makes you lose your motivation. It makes you socially anxious. And you start losing the real connection that you can build with real people. It wrecks your confidence because you avoid social interaction, which in turn makes it so that you actually feel awkward around real women. When this happens, this makes you feel awkward around women and it causes you to avoid eye contact, making the addiction even more stronger because instead of trying to find a real partner in real relationship, you keep going back to this fake pleasure, this virtual pleasure that is not even real. It's a delusion of reality, which in turn makes your real life even worse. And it keeps getting worse and worse, which makes you develop anxiety, depression, and worse than all of them is loneliness, which feeds all of this addiction and creates a loop of addiction, which puts you in a very emotionally unstable place. And this makes it so that you keep coming back to this addiction to feel relaxed and feel the genuine human connection again. But again, this is a fake connection, not a real one, and you know it very well, which is why it makes your depression and anxiety even worse, which makes you even more socially awkward, which feeds the negative loop of this addiction. You don't even realize how numb and socially detached you have become until you stop. You don't even realize how much fried your dopamine sensation are. Your dopamine pathway is so fried that you don't feel the real pleasure of real life activity anymore. You don't find the pleasure of doing hard work or real life hobbies because your dopamine system is so much overrun with this bad habit. Bro, listen to me. If you don't quit as soon as possible, this is only going to get worse and worse, and your life is only going to get shitter and shitter. My man, you have to stop doing this. So, this is why this isn't about just quitting porn. It's about taking your whole life back and taking control of your life by taking control of your urges and finding pleasure in real life again. Pleasure in real life connection with genuine human instead of staring at fake scenarios in screen which are clearly scripted and made so that Your brain crave as much as dopamine as possible, which in turn has caused all of this downfall of your life. Bro, you don't even realize how harmful porn is, even though you realize how much it is, but you don't understand enough. Otherwise, you have quit a long time ago. You have to understand that this industry has psychologically trapped you, and it is by design. They have psychologists working on how to make this product even more dangerous and even more addictive. Bro, you don't understand. It is designed to keep you hooked, and you are a fish without oxygen trying to survive. You don't have no chance unless you take control of your life strongly, which you have to do. But brother, understand, here is the contradiction that comes into the play. The more you try to fight the urge, the stronger it becomes. The more you use willpower, the stronger you try to fight it, the urge's hold on you becomes stronger. Bro, willpower is like a muscle. You are given a limited amount of willpower every single day after you wake up from sleep, and it depletes with every decision you make. So it's like a muscle, it keeps on depleting. And when you try to fight urge with all of your willpower, it depletes even faster. And once all the willpower is gone, what do you do? You know what do you do? You give up. This is what happens, and this is the contradiction when it comes to fighting the urges. If you actually try to fight the urges, you will lose. And this comes into play especially when you are stressed, anxious, or depressed. You lose willpower even faster, and you give up much easily. That is why you relapse when you are bored, alone, or just overwhelmed by work or studies. It's a very bad negative cycle of stress, anxiety, depression, and a loop of urge and going back to addiction, which you have to learn how to break, to be honest. And here is the contradiction of willpower that I am talking about. You cannot use discipline to beat an addiction. This is a neurological and psychological addiction, and you can just beat it through fighting it with willpower. This is not like a video game. As much as we like to call it that we want to beat the addiction, but a addiction is not like a final boss of a video game. You cannot just beat it and it's gone. You have to learn how to neurologically balance it so that it doesn't get hold of you, even when you get the urges. You have to learn to surf the wave of urges instead of fighting them and using your willpower and depleting them. And as I was saying about waves, urges do come in waves. They rise in intensity just like a actual ocean wave, and then they fall. It usually have 15 to 13 minutes of window. And bro, what you have to do when you get hit by urge, no matter how strong or weak it is just surf the urge. If it's a weak urge, it might be pretty easy to surf, but when it's a strong urge, you know you are going to suffer. So what you do is you become mindful, take a deep breath, and be mindful of the urge. Don't act on it, don't let it have any hold of you or any power over you. Just feel what your body feels and your mind feels, and let the thought pass away. Do not react, do not behave, do not try to fight it. If you try to fight the urge, you will drown. Just like if you try to fight the ocean wave, you will drown in the ocean wave and it will take you away. Same thing with urge. Don't try to fight it. Just observe. And the urge will go away. No matter how strong the urge is, it will eventually go away. Your mind will occupy with other things. You will ride the intensity of the wave, and then it will slowly fall down. It will always happen. No matter how strong or weak it is, it will always happen. There is always waves. And one of the best way to fight the urge is to just having a busy routine, not just having a plan to do when you are going to do when the urge eventually hit, Just instead having a pre-planned day, the whole structured day, so that even if the urge comes, you can be mindful and go back to your proper task. It could be anything from hobby to actual business work or study work or anything else. You will figure out what you have to do. Bro, if you want to succeed in life, not just beat this addiction, you have to maintain routine and structure in your life. And being busy in meaningful work is one of the best way to keep depression and anxiety away from you. And this is how also you beat this addiction. By being busy, occupying your mind, and slowly making your brain dopamine system normal again by pursuing activity that are actually good for you. This is how you truly beat the addiction. And you don't actually properly beat the addiction, you just win the fight. And that is also by ignoring it and being busy with real life activities. So go outside and touch grass is not actually a bad advice, it is actually pretty good advice. And since you cannot discipline your way out of this addiction, you have to learn and understand what this addiction is and how it affects you and other people. Whatever you do, just remember that whenever urge is going to hit in the future, which is going to eventually happen if you are addicted to this thing, urges are going to hit. And just remember that most urges will peak between 15 to 30 minutes, and if you just be mindful and observe the urge, it will go away. It will always go away. So, since the urge is going to hit, bro, when you get hit by the next urge, just sit with it, observe, and don't try to fight it. Don't try to use willpower and go on a boxing match with your urge. Just observe like ocean wave and surf with it. Treat the urges like a passing storm, not like a emergency. It is not emergency. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything. Just sit. If you're working or doing anything, just take pause, take break from everything, and let your brain calm down on its own. The storm will pass. You don't have to react. And that's how you take power back over yourself and take control of yourself. One wave at a time. Listen, bro. You don't need to be perfect. Don't you don't need to be superhuman. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be super disciplined. You don't need to be super disciplined. This is a healing process from a devastating addiction, one of the most dangerous addiction in the world. It is as dangerous as heroin or cocaine addiction. So don't try to fight it. Take it as a healing process. Take it slow, and even if you relapse, don't beat yourself over it. Just be okay with it. And don't try to fight it with discipline and willpower. The more you try to shame yourself for relapsing again and again, that bigger hole you dig yourself into. You don't need to dig bigger hole for yourself. Just take it easy. Take it slow. You can quit and you can rewire your brain. You can heal your brain and you can heal your dopamine system. It is possible. You can heal your body as well if there is any damage. And yes, it will still be very uncomfortable. But listen, bro, just listen to me for a second. A little bit of discomfort is the price you have to pay to get your life back. Bro, if you think that this message hit home and you resonate with my message, then check the top link in the description. I have something even better for you. And by the way, I am not here to motivate you. I am not here to pat your back. I am here to actually help you win over this addiction. So check the top link in the description and I hope to see you inside.